What is up, everybody? It is your boy Farai. Thank you once again for tuning in to another video, man. Hope you're having a great day. In today's video, we're going to be looking at how to mix PLUGGNB style vocals over plug beats. You know, nice melodic R&B style vocals, you know, similar to Summrs, Autumn, Fago, and many more, obviously. So yeah, man, let's get straight into it, man. So first things first, you obviously want to make sure that you have a good sounding beat. I got a beat here by Lincoln, so shout out to Lincoln, local resident in South Africa. I'm also from South Africa. So yeah, man, let's get straight into it. We'll play the track and then we'll break down the vocal mix. So let's get into it.
Yeah, just hit a lick, that's all I know. Say you need work, just call my phone. Just put some lean up in a Fago. Trap so hard, cause that's all I know. Didn't want me when I did that shit. Yeah, fork in the pie, yeah, I'm flipping the brick. Yeah, too turned up, yeah, I can't slow down. Snakes in the grass, who can I trust now? Kinda need racks, that's all I know. Can't hang with a op, that's all I know. Hop in 4 cars, yeah, that's all I know. Yeah, I'm down with the gang, that's all I know. Roll the wood up, yeah, that's all I know. And I'm still getting dough, that's all I know. Still ducking these ops, that's all I know. Kinda need racks, that's all I know.
Alrighty, there you go. Sounds really cool, really nicely mixed. And yeah, man, it's not too hard to actually get the sound. You just want to really emphasize certain elements in the track. You really want to make sure that your 808 is good. You really want to make sure that the beat is mixed well. So Lincoln is great at doing this. And you know, from there on out, it's just really getting that vocal to sit on top of, you know, the melody in a nice way. You want the melody to kind of surround the vocal. You want the 808 to obviously be that almost main driving force of the track. And then you want all the percussion to kind of glimmer and kind of glisten around the vocals. So that's really what we aim for. So first and first, I'll just play the track without our vocal chain on, and then you can go ahead and listen to that. So
yeah, just hit a lick, that's all I know. Say you need work, just call my phone. Just put some lean up in a Fago.
So it sounds really raw. When you listen to it without the beat, it's actually okay. It's a decent recording.
Yeah, just hit a lick, that's all I know.
A bit bass heavy, but really we want to add that kind of cleanliness to the vocal sound.
Yeah, just hit a lick, that's all I know. Say you need work, just call my phone. Just put some lean up in a Fago.
Really has that kind of high-end sparkle. So that's what we're going to be focusing on. So first things first, I'm not going to run through how I create my template style. If you want to check out how to create a template like this you see in the video, check out my vocal recording course. You can check that in the link below. Basically, you add your microphone to here, and then you can record into the many various vocal chains and get a great sound. But you know, we're going to be focusing on the main vocals and a few of the background vocals. First things first, we got our main vocals that run into our vocal chain, and that's where we have our processing going on. I like to start my vocal chain off with a little plugin I made. You can check that in the link in the description as well. To my vocal enhancer. I love recording with this, or actually adding this as kind of a mastering effect. I'll generally add all the other effects beforehand, and then I will add this on last just for a bit of extra sauce. If you want to hear it without it,
yeah, just hit a lick, that's all I know. Say you need work, just call my phone. Just put some lean up in a Fago.
See, everything else is adding the kind of cleaning up and leveling and toning and compression, but this is adding that glisten, that gleam, you know, that I was talking about.
Yeah, just hit a lick, that's all I know.
Also adding a little bit of kind of 3D depth to the lower mids of the vocal. So this is a saturation style plugin. You can definitely get away with using a transactor. You can get away with using the free wave shaper. That's something I've included in the freebiest T version right over here. You can check that out. That'll be included in the FLP. And yeah, that's pretty much what I do. Just a little bit of EQ, a little bit of tube distortion, and then some natural compression that I've added in. Really cool. After that, we use a little bit of SSL EQ. This, again, you'll find in the previous T version right here. This is the preset I've made. And, you know, all I really do is cut the extreme low end. So I'm high passing my vocal sound. So for those who want to visually see what's going on, high passing my vocal, something like that. Just get rid of all of that kind of low end gunk that we really want to give to the beat, right? Because essentially when we're mixing, we're fighting for space. So the 808 needs to be that main kind of element there. So we don't really want the vocal to clash with that. Otherwise, we don't really end up with a nice sounding mix. So I get rid of some of the low end with the high pass filter. From then on out, again, I'm focusing on getting rid of the excess frequencies below 200 hertz, and that's where I'm really adding this low shelf. And the low shelf looks something like that. So if we were to go to 200, pretty easy and sweet and simple. Again, just focusing on 200 this time with a bell curve. So we end up with something that looks like that, basically. And it just tones the vocal, okay? After that, man, you know, just a little bit of a high-end boost. So I'm doing around 18,000 hertz just for some extreme air that really helps to kind of emphasize the saturation we've added beforehand. This is definitely a technique that you should try out. Add a saturation / distortion plugin before your EQ, and you can really just kind of bring out some of those extreme high-end frequencies. Mag EQ works really well, SSL EQ will work well, and you know, just see what works well for you. So yeah, man, that's pretty much all we do with the SSL equalizer. After that, I then just pull out a parametric EQ, just a digital one. The fruity one will work well, and all I do is get rid of any frequencies around 100 up to around 1000, and just really deal with them, just so again we have that space kind of open for the beat to kind of do its thing. So there you go, pretty easy, right? After that, a little bit of compression. This time around I'm going for the Waves R compressor, really cool, and this is just adding kind of a glue effect. I will add a different compressor in the FreeVST version because I like to record my vocals with a little bit of compression, so I'll add something there that you can use before even hitting your vocal chain to really help you glue your vocals together. But this is just doing the final limiting. Obviously, if you didn't want to use a first compressor, you could just compress more and you'll kind of end up with the same result. But if you want to see how much compression I'm doing,
yeah, just hit a lick, that's all I know. Say you need work, just call my phone. Just put some lean up in a Fago. Trap so hard, cause that's all I know. Didn't want me when I did that shit. Yeah, fork in the pie, yeah, I'm flipping the brick. Yeah, two turned up.
So you can see how the vocal kind of lives between -9 and -12, but when we don't have a compressor,
yeah, just hit a lick, that's all I know. Say you need work, just call my phone. Just put some lean up in a Fago. Trap so hard, cause that's all I know. Didn't want me.
You know what I mean? We're kind of below, we above. It's kind of, it needs compression basically, and this is going to add that kind of clamp down glue effect to the vocal. So done deal. After that, man, this is a really cool secret source piece of tech that I've been using for a long time. This is the Air Flanger. This is originally a Pro Tools effect, but it seems that Avid, the company of Pro Tools, did not renew their license with, or kind of do a contract with this company Air, and it seems that they are now selling half of their bundle you know, as a Creative Air suite basically, and you can buy this sometimes on sale for like $20. So, you know, definitely check this out. It's usually around $200, but sometimes you'll find it on sale. I recommend checking out Plugin Boutique, signing up for their mailing list, and once in a while you will get a notification that this is on sale. So really cool. I love to use this just at 4%, and you get a really nice kind of tapey vibe going on. It really helps disperse your vocal into the beat. So yeah, man, there you go. That's our main vocal chain. Easy, cool stuff. After that, we obviously have our double, so hopefully if you were listening, we'll just play this again.
So can I trust now? Kinda need racks, that's all I know. Can't hang with a op, that's all I know. Hop before. No.
We got these kind of cool, you know, Summrs Autumn inspired background vocals. We don't really want them to stick out, but as a whole, we want them to kind of bloom every time we have, you know, an emphasis on a word. If we want to emphasize a word, right, we could do that. So just pay attention to All I Know, which is the hook of this track.
Eggs in the grass, so can I trust now? Kinda need racks, that's all I know. Can't hang with a op, that's all I know. Hop before cars, yeah, that's all I know. Yeah, I'm down with the gang, that's all I know. Roll the wood up, yeah, that's all I know. And I'm stick.
So you can see how for every part of the hook that is important, we've layered that, and then we get this really nice kind of cool open space. We have some delays going on, we have the background, that's all I know, right? If we solo them out,
That's all I know.
and then that really helps to pop the vocal out of the speakers, you know. And then we've got some, just some cool kind of, you know what I mean, sing-song ad-libs going on as well. So yeah, we'll start off with the doubler. And what we have going on over here is pretty much just, you know, auto-tune. Obviously, some people wanted to check out the auto-tune, my bad for forgetting. Use whatever auto-tune you want. That's why I kind of forget to speak on it. Use whatever auto-tune you want. I like 8.1, works. Okay. But on the doubler, we have auto-tune. Okay, then we have a bit of chorus. We have a little bit of a filter, which is a low-pass filter, which is doing that essentially. And then we've got a stereo widener. Nothing too crazy. These are kind of default presets that I've just tweaked a little bit. And we end up with this cool sound.
That's all I know.
Sounds really cool.
That's all I know.
And we send that to the delays as well, so that we get that kind of background effect going. This is all part of the template. After that, man, again, pretty similar to what we did beforehand. This time we're using native FL Studio plugins, so we're just doing a nice kind of roll-off SSL style EQ, just getting rid of the low end, boosting the highs to really get that more kind of gleamy sound. After that, a little bit of flanger, and if you wanted to pan your stuff, this is a trick I use, the Fruity Panomatic. Kind of just pans to the left, and the more you go, the wider left or right it's going to go. So you can see how it kind of uses an LFO to kind of go left and right. So that's something you can do. I wanted to keep this more in the background, so I didn't really want to emphasize anything. And I'll save these backgrounds for a different video, but basically I did a really cool trick. I did a video a long time ago that has quite a bit of views, so shout out to everyone. But it's basically how to create duplicates of your main vocal, but just basically duplicate them and then add them as doubles, right?
Kinda need racks, that's all I know. Can't hang with a op, that's all I know. Hop in 4 cars, yeah, that's all I know.
But in terms of the EQ, I just have this background vocal kind of chain going on.
Kinda need racks, that's all I know. Can't hang with a op.
But I'll do a full video on how to get this effect. But you could just do normal doubles if you'd like to. So yeah, man, that's pretty much it. Mastering, I don't do anything on the master chain, just a little bit of a limiter to make things louder, and you're good to go. We got some background effects that'll allow you to check out. But yeah, man, that's pretty much it in today's video. Hopefully you learned something, how to mix better sounding PLUGGNB vocals. Definitely try this out on your tracks. This is obviously not going to be exactly like any of the PLUGGNB artists out there. I recommend you to try your own style, and that's how you're going to gain a following. So yeah, man, thank you once again for tuning in, and I hope you have a great day. Check the links in the description for my vocal recording course, vocal mixing course, and vocal enhancer, all for FL Studio. Also check out the link below for this FLP. I'll check you next time. Peace out.